guess that's that for the MCU testing predictions. Looking forward for next week, definitely. So now, it'll just be Ariq and Albert. They'll be talking about the Lord of the Rings, or the Rings of Power, episode
Mm,
1 and 2, right?
two, yeah,
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
released 2 episodes.
So yeah, we'll probably eventually get to spoiler discussion. So just a heads up to everyone.
Mhm.
But yeah, The Rings of Power. It came out 2 episodes. First of all, it's I find it funny that the day they released this, they released House of the Dragon on YouTube for free. First episode
just to
Hmm.
make sure.
Just
to
to make sure.
spite
Just to
them.
make sure. Ooh.
Yeah.
Well,
But
are we going to spoiler directly? So I can put up the.
I don't.
Well,
Well, I don't know if you count. Well, yeah,
I don't care.
just in
yeah,
case,
you
I
you don't
guess.
watch, yeah.
Just in case, because I'm gonna describe where in the timeline of Middle Earth this takes place, because I think that's a big part of it.
Hmm.
Um,
Mm.
so in case you don't want to know anything,
I'll just leave now then.
okay,
Okay, so
fair.
Alright
Tagu
then.
is the only one who's actually
So I
interested.
guess spoiler alert, right? For the Rings
Yeah,
of Power. Yeah,
yeah.
spoiler alert for that. So if you haven't watched episode 1 and 2, go ahead and watch that first, and then come back to this episode. Or
So
unless I would clip this out.
Mm.
Yeah.
I probably
All
will.
right,
So
go ahead.
yeah, I mean, this takes place in the second age of Middle Earth, which I have no familiarity about at all until this show. But basically, it's like everything that takes place prior, everything leading up to the fall of Sauron, in Middle Earth, basically. Uh, and I thought episode one was fine. I didn't love it. It's like a lot of like just the same thing of like setting up everything, introducing everyone to the new characters, introducing like the big bad and everything. Um, so I thought it was like super generic first episode. Although the production design incredible, that looks so good, and they have so many set. They will go to so many locations, and it looks so incredible. Um, I just love the world that they create here. And then I thought the second episode was better. You definitely get to more to the plot. There is more action. You get more to the characters and everything. And I'm liking Elrond, the actor who played Elrond. I forgot his name. I believe, dude, he's also the same guy who plays uh
What?
young Ned Stark.
Is he? Oh, yeah. No, I don't. The one from the Vision.
Yeah. Uh, so yeah, I'm gonna look up. I'm gonna look up his name. I like him. I like in episode 2. I like the thing where the relationship between him and the dwarves. What's the name?
Durin. Well, not
Durin.
Durin. Is it Durin? Yeah, it is Durin.
Durin the Fourth.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then so yeah, I like that. And I also really like, because I'm pretty sure like Galadriel is one of the main leads. I really like Morfydd Clark, the actress who played Galadriel. I thought she was fantastic. Uh, yeah, I'll start off with that. What do you think? What do you think of the show?
Well, so far for both episodes or just the first one? Or I'm
Man,
not sure we're just supposed to discuss this.
just go with any, however you want.
Just go with any. Well, to be honest, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm not entirely impressed by the whole episode so far.
Fair.
I mean, like, yeah, no, don't get me wrong. The first, what is it? It looks spectacular. It's like basically movie budget because it is. They spent like what $1 billion into the whole production, roughly that much, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a billion for 5 seasons. They already greenlit 5 seasons.
Oh, okay. For five
It's a
seasons,
it's a
then.
billion across 5 seasons, which is
Huh.
still a lot. That's insanely a lot.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it's no surprise that it actually looks just as good as the movies like were. And I don't know why. It's like some of the I don't know, some of the dialogues just like put me off a bit. They talk in a lot of like this metaphorical bullshit that I'm just like, fancy. just get to the point. I don't need to know about why ships and rocks don't float and float, whatever. I know it's just all they're all talking in metaphorical shit.
Okay.
It's really annoying. It's kind of annoying. And also, I don't know why. Like normally I don't really care much about this like little details, but like I don't know why seeing elves with like short hair kind of like threw me off a bit. If I'm not mistaken, in canon they are supposed to be all long hair and all that.
Oh yeah.
So the fact that they have like short hair like that is actually kind of weird, but honestly, oh well. They still look okay though. But like yeah, aside from those complaints, like for the most part, it was I guess kind of entertaining in a way that like we get to explore the world in a different like era compared to Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings was set The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings was set on the third age. This was yeah, as you said, the second age was completely different.
Yeah.
So so yeah, I like that. Yeah, and I like to see like the what is it whenever they like pan out and show the elven cities. I was like, I was very amazing.
Yeah.
but but like story wise, I don't know where they're going with it. Honestly,
That's fair. They have 8 episodes this season. Um and no, I get the criticism, especially like again, the first episode I didn't I wasn't really hooked in the first episode. Again, the
yeah,
only thing that I mean, I feel obliged to watch it to talk about it in the show. Um I like the performances once again, and like I really think it looks really really good. I think the budget was put to good use. Like especially in like episode 2, the thing with the sea serpent, I thought it was great. And like even in the first episode in the I forget the name, the ice fortress thing in the opening scene, I thought that looks fantastic. But
Mhm.
I think the budget was put to good use. But yeah, there was a lot of exposition and like trying to set up everything, meeting all the different characters. I didn't care for the arc with the hobbits. Um,
yeah,
I didn't
same.
really care for it. Obviously, Galadriel arc I like, and eventually the Elrond and the dwarves arc I'm starting to like. The arc with I'm just gonna get the name right. What is this? The arc with the girl with the human lady and the elves, the one
Yeah,
that
yeah,
have
yeah.
the romance. It's the reverse Arwen Aragorn arc.
Arwen, Aragorn, yeah,
Yeah,
basically.
that one, Erondir and Brownen. Yeah,
Yeah,
that one is probably like the one that you can probably relate to the most, I guess, because it's like they sort of try to put it in that way. And that was kind of interesting, and it gets even better in episode 2. But no, I get what you mean, because again, it's very necessary for them to set up everything in the first
to
episode.
set up everything, yeah. So it's a bit hard to see where they're going. Ah,
Yeah, but I mean, I think they're probably gonna. Um, I think the show is probably going to end with the fall with Sauron dying. I think the show is gonna end with the prologue of Fellowship,
of Fellowship of the Ring.
if I were to guess.
Yeah, that would make the most sense, I guess, because like basically the whole start of it is basically Galadriel wanting to hunt down Sauron, right? That's kind of the whole point. So I guess it makes sense where it ends to the point where well they thought they've defeated Sauron.
Yeah,
Well, as we know, if we've watched the movies or read the book.
yeah. I mean, I didn't read the book.
Yeah.
I read the Similarion, which is like sort of like a prose or something, like a short story that is set in the Second Age.
Mhm.
I don't understand shit. Um, but yeah, uh, but you know, again, there again, like there are some scenes that are cool. I like the dinner scene with um I like this dinner scene with fuck, what's his name, Elron
Sauron
and
and Durin.
Durin and the wife, which name is what the hell is Durin's wife name?
I forgot. It's that starts with a D, I think.
Disa.
Disa. Yeah.
Disa's great. I like Disa. But yeah. But yeah, I mean, I guess like we're sort of still we're mixed about it, are we?
Mm, the thing is, right? The reason why I keep complaining about the story's not getting anywhere, blah blah blah, is because I'm obviously comparing it to House of the Dragon, which is like similar
Hmm.
type of series, obviously fantasy setting and all that. And like in that one, like it's clear where the story is going even from the first episode, right?
Uh-huh.
Like we all picked it up immediately, but this
Mhm.
one, like it's still kind of all over the place. So yeah, that's why I was still on the fence about it. And of course, we haven't seen any And you know me, my
And
brain is simple. I like seeing action stuff and all that, and technically we
we
haven't.
saw a bit.
Yeah, the one where they fought the weird
The
orc looking
orc.
thing in the
That one
in
was
the
That one was scary looking. That one was scary looking orc.
I don't know. Yeah, it was low-key horror because like they were crawling through, like he would the elf he was crawling through like tunnels and shit.
That kid is annoying though. It's a Tio or something. That kid's annoying as hell.
Yeah,
I hate
he's
that kid already. They're probably
yeah,
gonna
that's true.
redeem him, makes him likable, but yeah, I think that kid annoying. But yeah, no, you're right. But yeah, the one thing at the end of episode 1 where Galadriel was supposed to go to the what's it called? It's over the V. The
Valinor,
Valinor.
the home,
Valinor.
yeah.
All these names is gonna fly through my head. But it's supposed to go Valinor, and then she jumped off. My first thought was like, "What the hell is she gonna do? Gonna swim all the way back to mainland?" That's exactly
She
what
really
she
did.
did. In the
She really
episode.
did.
Like,
She really did
it
try
was
to
so
swim
far
back
away.
to Middle Earth.
It was so far away. I was like, "What the hell?" Yeah, no. Um,
I did,
yeah.
yeah.
I mean, is there any particular stuff that you liked then, at least?
Killer stuff. I'm trying to figure out what I liked. Uh I don't know. There's like nothing of significance yet for me. I can't seem to put a figure on it.
Fair. Uh, Fair. And yeah, again, just so I get it out of the way, since I forgot just now, the guy who plays Elrond is Robert Aramayo, and yeah, he did play young Ned Stark. So,
Yeah, and old Ned Stark played Boromir. Where did
oh
Kay
my
mention it?
oh yeah, that's true. That's true. But you know,
Yeah, basically, yeah.
I really, if we're following again the Hobbits arc, couldn't really care for. Also, I don't know who that guy is. The random dude that fell.
I have an idea. I don't know why. I want to believe he's like a wizard, like
Wizard.
Saruman. Yeah,
That's what my
Saruman
brain.
or Gandalf
Gandalf
is. I mean,
might
to be honest,
be.
he could actually be Gandalf or Saruman.
I think that's how wizards came in Middle Earth. They just like appear out of nowhere one day. I believe that's sort of like how they were, like their origins.
What
I
I
might be
remembered,
wrong.
yeah. I think they just appeared out of nowhere. They weren't born or anything.
Yeah, although with the way how the characters were and the look of it, and like how it's like scruffy looking and sort of like talk to animals, it could be Radagast the Brown maybe because he's also a wizard.
Yeah,
Um,
that's true.
but yeah, I'm guessing it's either Gandalf, Radagast, or Saruman. I guess.
Yeah, I wanted to say Gandalf or Saruman just because maybe
I don't really
because
want
they're
to. I
like
don't
they're the most significant like wizards, right?
fair.
In the
I don't
later
really want to.
books.
I don't really want to look it up because in case they actually spoiler it, and we
Yeah,
can
it
just go
actually
with it.
could be a spoiler. Yeah, I think we're supposed to learn the identity like on a later episode or something.
Yeah, but that was like that was like interesting promise. But yeah, again, the Hobbits arc, not the biggest fan of. I guess we'll see where that goes. The Elrond Dwarven arc, interesting where it goes as well. I don't know where it's going. The Bronwyn and what's the elf's name? God damn it, so many characters. Arondir, Bronwyn
Yeah,
Arondir arc. I like that. I like that kind of okay, but yeah, the Galadriel arc is where I'm the most interested because again, I thought she was great. There's like this doesn't sound right, but she have like trauma in her eyes that she act out, like the way how her eyes like sort of traumatic. And I think that really sells her character of sort of like my brother's dead. I need to do this. This is my duty. Blah 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 blah.
yeah.
So yeah,
Wants to avenge him and all that. Which is pretty cool arc, I guess. Yeah, wanting to
yeah.
see Sauron. Not to mention that we've, at least in the big screen, we've never seen Sauron in a physical form apart from that intro, that little intro in Fellowship.
Yeah, true.
Otherwise, oh, and I should mention, actually, yeah, what is it? There's a character, the High King, the Elf High King, mention, like
Mm-hmm.
introduced,
Mm-hmm.
Celebrimbor. Like I know for a fact that he was the one like responsible for making the Rings of Power, if I'm not mistaken. Or at least that's what
Oh,
it was. Or at least that's what it was in the video game. I'm not sure. I think in the books as well. I think Celebrimbor was the one who forged all the rings.
gotcha. That makes sense. That's an important character then.
Yeah, I mean, not to mention like the show is called Rings of Power, so it is probably going to go into the how the rings
Yeah.
were forged in the first place and all that.
And they did mention like sort of, I think it was him who mentioned that they have like a forge, a powerful forge or something, right? So that might be
Mhm.
where the Rings of Power got created.
Yeah, like something he like Celebrimbor mentioned something about this thing can produce fire, as hot as dragon fire or whatever.
Okay.
So yeah. Okay, so
Interesting.
oh sorry, yeah, confirmed by Katie. Yeah, Celebrimbor
Yeah.
is the elven who smith the Rings of Power. Yeah, I read that from a video game from the
Mhm.
Shadow of Mordor.
Fair. I think the last thing that I can add to this is that I like that even because we're taking place in so many different locations and so many like four different arcs, sort of four different groups of people, different stories.
Yeah.
I like that they did the map. They do the map thing because that's something from the Middle
Mhm.
Earth films that I wish they sort of do. Like I don't know. They're saying that they went from Isengard to like to Rivendell to like
Yeah, like where is that? Where from where
yeah,
exactly?
yeah. I
Yeah,
mean, I said I don't know how far that is, but like they show the map. It's like okay, that sort of helps. That kind of cool to show
it's
where
very
everyone
helpful.
is.
Yeah.
So
At
I
least,
like that part.
yeah, because in Game of Thrones, I remember the areas because they didn't show it in the series, but they did show it in the opening,
Intro,
so you can
yeah,
kind of see where stuff is. You can remember that, yeah. And I think the world of what do you call it, Middle Earth is arguably a bit more complex than that of like Westeros. Well, just Westeros, I guess, it's more complex than just Westeros alone. So,
Hmm.
so it does really help to, yeah, signify like where they from and all that, the different lands, empires, whatnot.
Fair. Okay. I mean, yeah. I guess you have any other thoughts or not? We can just wrap up the
Mm,
discussion.
about, yeah, no, I have no other thoughts. Just thought it's pretty cool.
Yeah. Oh, I'll say the theme music by Howard Shore, opening song in episode 2, fantastic. And the composer is Bear McCreary, who I'm not too familiar with, but he did the rest of the music. It's good, but it's not as great as the Howard Shore one. So it's sort of like overpowering when they did the opening intro, and I'm like, oh, Howard Shore did this, and it's brilliant. But like the rest of the music, I wish Howard Shore did it because he did like all the Middle Earth stuff, right? So yeah. But yeah,
Mm,
otherwise, overall, solid show, solid start. Curious to see where this goes. I'm gonna follow through to the rest of the season.
yep,
Um,
definitely.
but yeah, I think the outstanding for me are again Galadriel. So looking forward to
Anyway,
that.
we should mention this. What is it? So for the next episode 3, and I guess also we should also mention for House of the Dragon episode 2 as well, and so on.
Yeah.
We're not gonna discuss it like directly live on the show. We're going to like separate it in a different video
Hmm.
because there will be quite a lot to discuss for all of us. And not to mention that Kelvin and Tagu, or at least Tagu not yet, hasn't started Rings of Power,
Yeah.
and he doesn't watch
So
House of the Dragon yet. So
yeah, we'll if we are caught up, we'll do like weekly episodes of each of the shows separate, or weekly reviews of each episode separately to the main show. And
yeah,
again, like this one, like what we did for House of the Dragons, we'll probably just do this for like the first episode and like the
yeah,
season recap. That will be part of the main show. Otherwise, we will do a separate thing bonus available both on the YouTube platform and on the audio podcast as well. So yeah,
yeah.
hopefully it
There you go.
makes it easier for everyone to keep track as well. I think that's probably it.